Hi everyone, my name is Kian Fernandez, and for today I will be presenting to you my research paper entitled Exploring the Factors That Influence Filipino Professionals in Their Adoption of MOOCs, or Massive Open Online Courses for Data Science, as an official entry for the 9th National Business and Management Conference. So, we all know by now that the COVID 19 pandemic has forcefully thrusted educational institutions into e learning. And according to Brookings, the recent events has become an eye opener for educational institutions to start and develop student centered online programs moving forward. And although it has been the new normal for education during the pandemic, we've seen some pushback in terms of the adoption of e learning. This study focuses on understanding the factors that impact the intention of Filipino professionals to enroll in the massive open online courses or MOOCs for short in e-learning platforms for data science. So why data science? Data science, to be honest, it has been a buzzword in the industry in recent years. Essentially, it utilizes various tools such as artificial intelligence algorithms, machine learning to discover hidden patterns from raw data. And it has merit benefits to companies in empowering management, identifying opportunities, market identification, optimizing business strategies backed up by quantifiable evidence. Data has been such an important asset for companies all over the world that it can be described that data is a new gold in modern times. So we can see this trend even in local employment demands, as companies from various sectors in the Philippines are in the search for data scientists to help them digitally transform their businesses for today's customers. And for today's professionals, they yearn to learn and upskill, to enhance their skill sets to be more employable, for career growth and ascension, but most importantly, they should be provided options for flexibility to engage in activities that would help them grow as a professional. And that's where e learning comes in and fills that need. So, in this research, we've adopted the TAM3 and 3-TOM theoretical framework. This would understand the influences and significant variables that would move young professionals in enrolling in an online learning platform. A survey targeting prospective and current students of online courses was launched to fill these three main objectives. First, help identify whether learners or users would like to accept e-learning in the Philippine setting. Second, this study will help to determine what are the factors that significantly influence in explaining the intention towards enrolling to an online course. And third, this study is among the first to use a technological acceptance model in the context of e-learning in the Philippine setting. Through this framework, the insights we aim to get would help us understand different factors that influence professionals in terms of adopting and accepting e-learning technology, specifically MOOCs as a platform for skill-based learning and professional certification in data science. So the research is quantitative in nature in order to measure the significance of each variable on the intention to enroll in an MOOC centered on data science, as well as to understand the relationship among the determinants. The conceptual model makes use of the TAM framework with additional determinants by incorporating a three-stage approach or the 3-TOM framework that would help in identifying which of the different variables significantly influences Filipino professionals to adopt or enroll in an MOOC for data science as an e-learning platform. So the research used purposive sampling based on hyper-targeting individuals through Facebook Ads Manager to get 624 respondents who are Filipino professionals aged 21 to 38 years old and to add to further filtering respondents, the first screener question of the online survey asked whether they have enrolled or experienced as an online learning platform in the past. To further understand the relationship among the different constructs or variables, a path analysis via regression was adopted using SPSS. So after doing a simple path analysis, we found out that the worst path on promoting an MOOC is through saying that they'll enjoy it. This variable alone wouldn't be enough to convince the target market to enroll in an online learning platform. Just because they enjoy it doesn't mean they'll use it. This shows that young professionals do not necessarily value the enjoyment of the online learning platform alone in terms of them enrolling and using an online learning platform. The target market values dynamic content such as videos and animations over text-based reading materials when it comes to their perception on their ease of use. Dynamic content over static content in terms of the types of content inside the platform. Young professionals value dynamic content such as animations, videos, over, let's say, documents like PDFs or reading materials. Next is user experience is king in online learning platform. User experience affects their perception on how useful it is for them. For young professionals, they value the user interface towards their perception of usefulness for the online learning platform. And the most important variable based on the summary of the path test result is that what stands as the most important variable that influences young professionals towards intention to use an online learning platform is what do they get from it. If they enroll in the program, the perceived usefulness of an online learning platform is the most important variable from the TAM3 framework. And also, it's so to add to that variable, it is also important to optimize the front end and tweak the back end. Since it is an online learning platform, internet connectivity shows to be the strongest variable towards intention to use. Therefore, it is important that platforms or MOOCs should be able to support the average internet speed of Filipinos. Obviously, internet connectivity experience directly impacts their intention to use an online learning platform, which is why tailoring the platform according to the internet speed of Filipinos is a must. So the TAM3 three-tom framework can be used to explain the intention of Filipino professionals to enroll and use massive open online courses for data science. The relationship between the intrinsic motivations of perceived ease of use and perceived usefulness with the behavioral intention for MOOC adoption were statistically significant. Therefore, developers of massive open online courses and e-learning platforms centered on data science would benefit if they can tailor the content to highlight the ease of use as well as their contribution towards personal and professional development. Additionally, the external determinants of internet connectivity experience, social media influence, system interactivity, and integrated multimedia instruction are also statistically significant predictors of the intention to enroll and use a massive open online course for data science. Therefore, to maximize the numbers of enrollees for an MOOC or an e-learning platform, it would be best if these can be designed such that the user interface and user experience are smooth and seamless even with lower internet bandwidth that will allow for sufficient interactions between the student and instructor, and that course materials are modeled based on the multimedia-based learning. Moreover, MOOCs need to extend marketing strategies for social media since they have an influence to the adoption or intention to enroll to the program. So, practical ways to ensure smooth and seamless user interface and user experience is the use of, let's say, pre-recorded lectures to promote self-paced learning for students who have problems learning through live classes since this requires higher bandwidth and stable internet connection. As for enhancing interactivity, being able to gamify education by by having interactive screencasts or scenario branching assessments is a great tool to promote this. And lastly, being able to integrate multiple media instructions that would inspire students to learn. Therefore, online instructors should be equipped to use applications such as Adobe Spark, Canva, Visme, to name a few, in order to produce this. And in the future, researchers may also consider replicating the study a few months into the current COVID-19 pandemic to check the difference in terms of the different variables observed in this paper. Thank you.